Hi guys, I promised you that we would talk about and demo the BitZone from UVI, part of the Vintage Vault 4. Now, I was sure it was a sampling and, a banks of sound coming from the Bit 1, which I was wrong because it actually comes from the Bit99. Let's actually go here and let's see. This explains basically what it is. It's from Crumar synthesizer, and it was the Crumar Bit99. Still today, it's an analog synth that people like to have because it's just rare. There's not a huge amount of them. It's a 6-voice polyphonic synthesizer. So again, when it came out, it was a big thing. And it has its own sound and people like it. So what they did, they actually sampled it. They edited the sound. They created their own sound. They sampled it and they put it into, again, the UVI engine so you can play it back. Like everything that you have in a UVI system or offer, what you have, if you have an evolution of filter, there's a good chance it's actually recorded that way. So if you want to change it, it won't change the way you expect unless it's actually a static sound and what you have is a filter of the UVI workstation. It's something that you expect when you sample stuff. You want to have the sound of the filter, you want to have the sound of the instrument that you're sampling. So of course you're recording an evolution of the sound, and it's okay like that. But just keep that in mind. It's not a recreation of the Crumar Bit99. It's the sampling of it, and it gives you access to basic stuff you can use. Everything that you have in your workstation, usually you have it here. And it's listed in groups of the zone, BitZone basics. Then you've got animated ARPs, animated chord steps, animated wind key, and then per instrument, bass, bell, brass, effects, keys, all that stuff. So let's try it with the basics just to give you an idea of what it is. And all of them, they come in two sounds. You've got the mono sound, which is basically a sampling of a mono synth you can play, and you have the SPX. SPX is basically, they use, and they explained it here, they used a recreation of the Yamaha SPX 90 symphonic chorus, and it just gives you a white sound. And it's a classic of the 80s, because if you want to have that sound, well, everybody had a everybody had a Yamaha SPX 890. It was kind of the, everybody had that on tour and in studio because it just sounded good. It was, good rounded, all around, processor. So let's actually play these sounds. It's not a long video. I'm just going to play the sound so you're going to hear what it is. I'm going to a little tour of what it is. Let's see what you have. So basically you have two layers. You've got the first one here. Right now we're just playing a very, simple synth. You have the choice of the sample. You have brass. So these are recordings of different sounds that they tweak to make their own sound. And when you go waveform, they actually sample these sounds kind of dry. So oscillator, one oscillator, two oscillators. You hear them, they're kind of detuning to their analog. And then you can also go further, 3 oscillators. And you can also go up to 4, let's say 4 sawtooth. So this is just a sampling of the 4 sawtooth together. So you have that one. You can pan it left and right. You get the symphonic effects. Listen to that. Without. With. Well, you need headphones to this one, but you hear that just like stereo right away. Big sound. And you get the volume of it. You get the panning. And then when you edit this, after that, let's say you want to edit the layer 1. You've got amplitude and filter. Same thing you've got in all of the UVI synthesizer. You've got low pass, band pass, control over the envelope, and you have a choice of saying these two here are controlling in layer 1, this one, or layer 2, this one, or the 2 at the same time. So when you change this, you're changing the 2 layers at the same time. So it's just how you want to edit that. Then you go to edit. Edit, you've got, again, the choice of layers, which one you're editing. You got the voicing. You want it to be mono or poly. The time for the think the time is for the... Not sure what the time is for. Okay, time is actually, do you want it to detune? Now how much time you want it to detune and tune back to the stable note. You got the pitch, semitone, octave. Okay. The mod wheel, how you want it to react, and stereo, do you want it to spread, detune, you want to color it. It's kind of a toning if you want of it. And you want alternate between the headphones or the ears. And in unison or off. That's a stereo without effects. It's just stereo with the samples, basically. Then you get the modulation section where you have a step modulator, an LFO. You can route it to level for the volume for 1 and 2, the 2 layers again, or the filter. Say how much you want it to be assigned to this. And the filter again, 1 or 2, the 2 layers. Same thing with the LFO. You want to assign it where you want, the depth of the level, the pitch, or the filter, 3 destination, and you want it, you know, re-trigger it every time you press a key. You want to be no re-triggering. You want to be legato. You want to be synced or not. Basic stuff that you have in, again, all the workstation synthesizers. You have the effects, EQ, drive, chorus, pedal, ensemble, phaser, reverb, delay. Again, everything you see in every other synthesizer of UVI. And the arpeggiator, again, 2 of them. They can be linked together. They can be 2 controlling separate things. And again, you got a list of these arpeggiators that you can just select and play with. And it's just fun, you know? So let's actually go in and play some sounds. So that was the uni mono. Let's say we go further, say brass, for example. With the SPX. They're cool sounds. If I double click on it, you have access to animated ARP. Let's try this one. And you're using everything here. You're using the arpeggiator. You got the effects playing. You got some modulation. One key. Keep in mind that if you like the sound but you don't want the arpeggiator, you can always go into ARP and turn it off and then go. So I often use it when I like to hear a sound, but I might not like the playing or the riff that it plays, and then I just like turn it off and then I can, you know, make my own. Or you can go into the ARP and just select another one. even save your own and load your own if you want to. Let's actually go a little bit further. You have a chord step. Can create like movement in it. It's really cool. It's quick to create something with atmosphere in this. Actually go further. What animated one key? Okay, what do you have here? Okay. Interesting. Go further down the notes. I could use that. And again, if you say, "What, I don't need this," just turn it off. Or you turn it back on. And you select another one. Let's say we try with the Synth. Let's say we do layer 2, and layer 2 you want it to be higher. See, so even in one that is already there, you can make it your own by just changing stuff around. So it's easy to make it, you know. Make it yours, you know. Use it. Like this one's just like kicking hi-hat. Okay, I like the kick's too muddy. Let's go into the kick. I'm not on the right one? Okay. Noise track is this one. Let's say I'm going to say this one. So that's my kick. I want it to be tighter. Okay. And what do I have here? I want to have... Okay. See? I can just tweak into my own stuff. What's interesting is that in this case, I'm using a bass line, but like a drum machine. And the note becomes part of the, it's still the kick, but it's also a kick that is played in tune. So some style of music are using this today. So it's easy to make this with that, which is really nice. And as you see, you just load one preset and you can easily tweak it into becoming something that you like. So don't hesitate, tweak the sound, make it yours. Let's try some other sounds here. Okay, what do we have? Let's say leads. That's a cool fat lead. I like that. Now keep in mind that you've got, like you said earlier, effects. Like to be too aggressive. See? Huge difference here. Or you can bring it down. this again. Another one. Oh, at the so the effects are really nice also. So this one is more, you know, compared to other stuff that you find in the vintage vault. It's less of a full one key, everything plays together, full song, you know. But they're really creative and a lot of movements. Again, if you want more of a classic one, you go to the basic zone basics and you create your own stuff, or you know, you select what one that you like. Again, keep in mind that this here waveforms are sampled from the original device as kind of a raw waveform. So if you want to go back into making your own stuff, just go here and say, well, I'm going to have a sawtooth here. And then you make your own stuff, you know. It's just a cool little thing. Let's try the strings to see what they have. You hear the loop, but it's part of the sound again. It's not a... And you don't hear it. So some sound are made with that. It sounds nice. So that's it. You've got the workstation playing the BitZone, which is a Bit99 from Crumar, sampling, edit, tweaked, and you can play it. You can play the raw sounds and create your own stuff using the workstation or Falcon for that. In fact, you can just load Falcon, this into Falcon and run it. Another add-on, another part of the Vintage Vault 4 from UVI. If you like it, check it out. That's it. Stay safe, make music. See you soon.